This is even before... This is even before shit started spawning. Unfortunately, we have to rebuild the engine here for a second. Oh lordy! It should be pretty fast once, because the last thing we built was this. Same thing. Am I still streaming? Usually, or it has happened that it crashes OBS. I'm building. It seems alright. That should be alright. No, it was not. That should be though. So, I have a problem, which I think has something to do with, like, something gets divided by 0, and then that stored as infinite, and then this happens where everything just slows to crawl, and then if you look, it says the problem is that something is not finite when it sets a transform, and I don't know what it is. I have no way of knowing what this thing is referring to. I even tried printing it from the source code in the engine. So I guess it's trial and error. I think the information of like which object something is just gonna be lost. Like the game is entirely unplayable. So I did rebuild the engine just because it's been a while, so I thought let's get the new version, and I've done like a million different things to get things running, but I don't know. So we'll see what happens. But the problem is here, this fails in this case, but I don't have any way of checking whether or not this is true or not. I thought I could set up VS Code to debug and I could inspect things, but it's not really happening. So we do have like an instance number here, which I assume is like an instance to a mesh. And then we have this instance, which is some sort of instance. And it seems to happen semi-randomly. Like this time it took 16 seconds to happen. Hello Zira, what's up? It seems to be related to the beamers, because it doesn't really happen until there are beamers. See, now it happened again. It just spews out errors and everything slows down. But it doesn't happen unless I have... Let's see this. If we just do like spawn a beamer, wait 1,000 seconds and see if it happens if we're only having the beamer. So here's the beamer. We're just running around, shooting a bit. Does it ever happen? My guess is that maybe like delta time becomes a weird value at some point. Maybe there's something around... Yeah, I don't know. Because now it doesn't seem to be happening. Or at least not... Right? It doesn't seem to be happening. But if I wait 1 second and then spawn the flower... Yep. Ocean Mirror is the name of the game. Spawns shit. Hasn't happened yet. Still hasn't happened. Still hasn't happened. Okay. Okay, this time it just refuses to happen at all. There it happened. It did say couldn't find a point there. I wonder if that could lead to something being like an angle being off or something. So this is where you come in. Oh, look, it happened again. But now it didn't say couldn't find points, so that's not the issue. See if delta becomes a weird number sometimes. And if so, it's becoming that weird number. Just as the problem. See? There is sometimes there is a big difference between the delta numbers. What's up with that? See, it's like 16 and then 033. Is this 60 FPS and then it's like some much smaller value? Could it be the physics settings? Let's... Okay, errors. And then we get that really weird 003. My guess is that that is like a sub frame or something where it subdivides. For a bit, and it wait, why is it still printing like a million of those? I'm forgetting to set last delta, that's why. Error. But it said delta here and then never again. It did never change from this, so... Here it says max physics steps per frame. A jolt had a different value. Velocity, iterations, and position. I don't think this is used. Or at least it's being overwritten by the other. But otherwise I have the default settings here. So yeah, I don't think that is the issue. It just happens and then we have no way of knowing what's causing it. Is it when like something gets clipped by the... Let's pick a seed. So we're always having the same setup because maybe that has something to do with something. So let's just do not randomize seed, generate seed 666. That's good. Let's go. And this one is working. Okay, it's already doing it. So now let's try it without restarting. Or actually restarting but not relaunching. See if it happens at the same time. Nope. Don't touch anything. And then it starts after 8.76 seconds. See, not touching anything, does it do? Because then we have a replication at least. That's a good start. Around that, it seems to be consistent. Lag. It's around the 7 to 10 second mark. Something is happening. We don't know what. Let's see if it's still the same if we do play and then just go. Touch nothing. Ten seconds. Okay. We have a replication. Hooray. So, first of all, we can say, let's not spawn a flower. Just get rid of that, or rather, see if it happens if we just do the It doesn't seem to do anything if it's just that, but if we spawn a flower, which then spawns skulls, then nope, didn't happen this time. Okay. Delta never seems to change now, at least. Okay, let's try doing not moving the skulls at all. See if that has any effect. That thing spawns in, takes a few seconds. Hello, Rawdog. No, we didn't finish it, but we learned a lot from it. I don't know if we'll come back to it. Not moving the skulls solves the issue. Seems to be consistent at least. Kom in. Det går bra. Du kan låta det vara öppet då. What could it be? Like, if I'm not shooting, the only types of objects that exist in the world are skulls and the beamer. Is it that the beamer is hitting the skulls? Was one idea I had. But I don't know if that is true. It doesn't seem like that would be it. Even if I move around, will we get the... I got hit just as that happened. Was that like a... This one... I don't think anything got hit there. Let's turn off the beams and see if that makes a difference. So beamer enemies have a segment, which in turn has this beam thing. I'm gonna make it... I'm gonna turn that off. And we'll see if there's a difference. Nope. Turning off the beams did not help. Could it be this script that somehow does something? Nope, that's not it. What if we, in the beamer enemy, I even tried like reading the value here, but that doesn't seem to be it. What if we don't rotate anything and we don't spawn anything? Is it still happening? If so, then it's probably not the beamer that's the problem. It's still kind of doing it. So I guess it's that it's not going to be the beamer that's the problem. Let's instead go to our spawn list and not spawn the beamer at all, and instead just spawn the flower, and we'll see if it happens anyway. Doesn't seem to do it, at least. So let's spawn a flower and then another flower. It might be the positioning of the flowers. Like only happening when the beamer and the flower is one flower. No issue. So what the heck is happening when there's a beamer and a flower at the same time? Okay, I guess nothing now this time. Is it a timing thing? There it goes. So was it 2 seconds later we had the beamer? No, it was 1 second later. This is not even consistent. If I could only know which transform that had the issue. Let's if we could get some information out of this object. There's a RID, which is the P instance. We probably can print that out. Let's actually do this. So if we say, instead of E here, we say R, then it will start the game up and it will like run like this. Then we'll see if we have the issue. It's consistent. Cool. So now we have a way to start it up with some checks here. So if we can figure out what it is that causes this, because there's the P transform, but the P transform probably like that just a struct that contains the information. I don't think that is not like the node or anything, right? It's very annoying that it doesn't think that this. Well, I guess we can just disable that check. It's okay. What if we printed the origin? It's not gonna give us much. Not easily, at least. It would be cool if we could do like instance something is something here. But that doesn't necessarily have a reference to There's an object ID here. I don't know what that is. Can you print that? What do you think? I'll try building again. Let's see what the object is. And then it starts being annoying. It does not start being annoying. Okay. Here, we get some error. We got an object ID here, and it's like a bunch of them. 13, 21, 85, 39. It could be any amount. So that is not useful. From what I can tell, at least. But there's a mesh. Does the mesh have like... I really just want like a path or something to tell me what kind of thing this is. There's no parent. Yeah, I don't know what the instance is. Surrenderer's Scene Cull will take something. I guess it creates a list or something, and then maybe we can get the name from the material or something. Is it materials or material override? Probably override. It's a rid, of course, which means we can't do anything with it. So where is this called from? Maybe it has some weird... Let's rebuild. And then we'll... While we do this, we'll see if this gets called. Wait, it's already running. We could just disable the error, and see if we see what is. Maybe when things are running, we could see what the problem is, and see if it's slowing down or not. Move the mouse, it's not consistent. Okay. So we do get rid. It seems to be many different objects. Because sometimes it's rid 0. But here it's like, how many different ones are there? I don't have a good way of doing this. Do this maybe, and then just see, like, gather all the rids. It seems to be 3 different rids. One of them... Does it start with... Well, we don't know. We don't have the start. It does seem to be 3 and one is 0. And this rid is the material override. So it's like multiple weird objects that has this. Wonder if that's a clue for what it is. Wonder if Visual Studio could attach to this process or something. Yeah, whatever. I never used Visual Studio. Whoa, big window. Can I attach to, like, is it this one? And then maybe it does have the, like, can I catch and assert in here? Maybe. How would I go about doing that? Can I open up? Can I pause and then just like step into something? Can I open a folder? Can't. Is there any way of like yeah, threads in source? Breakpoints. Can I add a breakpoint here? New breakpoint. Is it a breakpoint group? I wonder if it understands if I just open the file and set a breakpoint at that thing. Probably don't. Let's hope. Here's the hope. Shouldn't there be a copy path? What if we find this what? What? It's line 927. Hey, there seems to be a breakpoint set here. No, it did find it. So set a breakpoint here, and it obviously doesn't know how to do that, I assume. So, okay. Is it not running debug mode properly, or do I have to like open a PDB file? Can I open a folder or something? Or does it create a CMake project file? Oh. I don't know about this. You want to enable CMake support in this workspace. Do not enable. See what it does with this. Anyway, so how's everyone's Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate been? Is this done? Can I now like attach here or something? Maybe I can't attach. C++ launch. Does that work? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna assume this is not gonna work. Would have been cool if I could attach with this selected. Debug. Attach to process. Ocean mirror. Now you know what's going on here, right? Because or am I not building the debug version? Does do this, so can you like okay, it doesn't understand this. Okay, no help here. Do a thing like that. Yeah, I don't know C++ well enough to understand how to debug this. Maybe we can read something from the origin of the thing then. Oh, that's the edit command. Wrong one. Oh, by the way, peeps, I have a new keyboard. Let's just see what happens here, and I can show you. It starts breaking here. Pause for a second. It's nan nan nan. So something is nan. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the problem is the skulls. So if the skulls have nan, we can probably like edit some of the scripts inside of the skull thing. Nah, I just started. Merry Christmas. Belated, I guess. So let's say enemy manager GD. So what if a skull has a position that's like something weird? Like if skull dot position x if not is finite, print hell yeah. Let's see if this happens. So it crashes, and then we check. It just says error infinite, and it says hell yeah here. So there's definitely one of the skulls got a weird position. Or like hard to tell, but definitely a bunch of errors. So whenever the skull I am actually procedurally generating these levels, so it's not generally transferable knowledge. So now I just never have the skulls rotate. And as soon as I do this, it's gonna start being annoying again. Yep. At least it's consistent now, relatively consistent. So like, could it be just do a weird one to see. I get the issue. Let's see the. It still has the issue. If I do a weird rotation here. It does still have this V is finite is true. Or not V is finite is true. Weirdly reverse. So what if we do this, but we don't apply a force to them? And oh, we don't update the mirror. Whatever. Let's just try things. Still broken. Wow. Now we're not getting the error yet. At least I think these are just gonna be trying to like go off to the distance. Okay. This causes it to not be a problem. That's... But now it's gonna be a problem. Oh, AK. How did I find Godot in iteration process? Like normally, it's great because it's so fast to restart. Unity is very slow in comparison, but so it happens when target delta is normalized. What if target delta is 0? Because they haven't like gotten their target yet or something. The yearly skull migration to the north, yeah. It still happens, but did they say that the... Wait. Oops. Was that ever in there? No. The length is not 0. Or at least as far as comparing floats go. Try again, try a million things. This is not great. Hey, Death Droid, thank you for the Prime sub. And then we go here. Oops, it says, because target delta somehow is... Of course it is, because the skull's position is... because we know that the skull's X position has this problem. What could cause the skull position to be null? Skull null. Maybe it happens like at a weird... It still kind of sort of happens. Just printing hell yeah a lot because some of these positions are I can only imagine this comes from the physics engine then. Because what else could... They seem to be positioned... Skull count is 0. And then as soon as skull count is now 5. None of them are broken. So is it... Does it have to do with some timing thing? Oh! Now we got all the errors in the world. Every error we could possibly imagine. Okay, so let's try, let's try just removing the skulls and see if they just like stick in the air or something. Now we got like 5 skulls there. That is all of them, and we didn't get any errors. And they get like more of them, and then now we get the infinite thing. Is it only when I'm looking at skulls? See, these are now like removed. They're just stuck in the middle of the air. Like, doesn't seem like something would cause that to happen. So I don't. But I guess if the force here was something else. What if we did like if this happens and then continue, I guess. I don't think I can set that. That's a... Gotta set the health. Doesn't matter, it'll be removed. I want to see what this value look like. So now it says infinite. What was the basis? Doesn't seem to be like an issue with this. Try directly on the Z that we're using. Okay, nothing came out this time. What the heck? This is so weird. There it happened. Okay. So this never happens because for that to happen, the position needs to be weird before this happens, which makes it it's not this that causes the positions and stuff to be strange. Let's do this, and then we don't remove them. Then we'll see what happens. So still no issue. So is it the player's position that's screwy? Like if I move. Okay. If player global position dot x not is finite, print what? Okay, there we got the error. Paste. but it printed that the players did say like it's either this or that, I guess. You can do and it doesn't seem to be that causes it. This is very rare. Like this, I haven't seen anything like this in Unity, I think. At least you would know like which object it was that caused the error there. But yeah, it doesn't seem to actually do to be the player thing. From what I can tell. But somewhere there is a division by 0. Must be that, I think. Let's just, before we do anything, we just want to make sure the error is still present. Yeah, this is extremely riveting content, isn't it? So then, yeah, it starts to screw up, which is fine with me. So what if it's the scale? Just simplify these, see if there's something that creeps in here. This is like not very good developer experience, for sure. It's weird that we're going like up and down. So it's still doing it even with this. Just stripping out everything where there's like a division sign or some weird method. I'm not even sure if it is a skull still, but it sort of should be. Still happens. My guess is that these are gonna cause the skulls to collide with each other, and then that's gonna cause their positions to go wickety whack. Could it be the mirror? This didn't used to be a problem, by the way, in the previous version of the engine. Okay, still happens. But as soon as I hello, brains. Oh, I could use you. Let's take a short break and talk about this. Check this out. Oh, it's so dark. I can hardly see it. Twist this. I would like my new board, peeps. It is. I built it during the Christmas break. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's got like. If you look at it really closely, you can see that it's not that smooth. But it feels like to the touch, it's really smooth. It feels like butter. Yeah, it's 3D printed. You can see. Oh no! That shouldn't happen. Damn it! The casing is a bit suspect still. These are pressure fit, and it's not great, we could say. So yeah, I finally built it. Oh, you did? What did you get? This is like the sound in Blender printed on the. Ah, cool. I got the Bambu Labs X1Z over there. Oh, I can see it there. Yeah, one is a copy of the other, so. But the K1, that's the Creality version of it, right? Yeah. I think it's supposed to be pretty good, yeah. I have a Creality... what's that one called? The... it's like not the regular one. It's a Creality... Not something Pro. That's my old one. Ender... No, it was not the Ender. It's the... CR20S, I think was. CR20 Pro, here it is. This thing I had. It doesn't look quite the same. But it's probably that one, yeah. Yeah, letter salad for sure. So we know that what happens is now we'll make sure it only happens. Chat over code, yeah. So we did get a few of the issues, and then we got a whole bunch of these error infinite here. So some skull enemy just got a weird position somehow. What if they went down instead? Idea being that, and I think it's fine to just look in this direction. It's gonna spawn over there, and they're gonna be like, oh wait, it's backwards as well. Because it's the looking at forward. Is that a thing, by the way? Now they're going down here. They're never using the player position. Well, crash-ish. Yeah, I don't understand what this is. Let's see if we can fix this. Let's actually do this. Let's play, but we'll reset things so that it fails earlier. And then we'll inspect the frickin' objects as soon as it crashes or starts to be annoying. It doesn't. That's not the issue. There's the issue. Okay, pause the game. Let's go to remote, and then we're gonna check all of our skull enemies, although the problem is that these are not gonna be. So here's one I know is a skull enemy at least. Should be some sort of transform in here, right? Can't we see that transform? It does say 0 here, but that could be like it's not, or it could be something else. Let's try a slightly different approach. Because we have this other thing that we can use, which is the benchmark. Now, unfortunately, I'll just have to go in and just do the skulls rendering here. Then if we do the benchmark, we should see whatever. Oh, I didn't do the benchmark. Try again. Benchmark. Oh, you mean for my where did you get the file from? Do you mean for the keyboard? This is not quite working out. Because we can't be printing that much. Hello Arfa over on YouTube. What's up? Okay, so now where the player is not involved, somehow we don't have any issues. But this is also true, like it doesn't happen until the... Let's see what happens if we just go back to enemy manager. Let's just grab this and say stash this one file. And then we go back here and then we do like spawns, we remove the beamer and then we play. And now if we just play, we're not gonna see this until the beamer spawns. But it might be that the beamer kind of causes some sort of disruption. too early. Welcome now. Got both there. No, I thought I did. So no issues, game runs fine. All the way until it starts spawning the... Oh. Too late. Now it soon starts spawning the beamers, and now we're gonna get the problem. Now we get the problem. So these don't do anything. It's like let's insert this beamer back in there. Okay, it doesn't didn't happen that time. Let's try again. Now it happened. We didn't actually solve it, it just lucked out on something. Now we do have all these issues, which could cause the problem. I want to try a thing. Is it like 3 issues per frame or something? Well, we won't know because of all of this output here. Yeah, it's so strange. I think it's starting to smell like bug, really. Even if we did nothing here, would it still have the issue? It still does it with one of those. Player hasn't moved. This doesn't. This extends enemy, and then I hope none of this, like... So what does spawn do? It's kind of setting up for a spawn position. Okay, so the spawner flower spawner enemy, it spawns as well. What does that do? It calls, I think it just calls spawn Foscals or skulls from enemy manager. So this will instantiate, it will set the position to be whatever position we pass in, and then we add it to this, then we add it to the list. Then it tries to play a sound. I don't see how this could be a problem. It's still weird that you have to spawn that thing first. And the positions that come in, I guess are all the same. Yeah, there's nothing weird with the positions that come in there. Really is very, very strange. And if I remove this, we won't have the issue until no error. Whoa, here's the error. And is it because we have now spawned a light show, so to speak? Kind of hard to tell. Yes, we have one over there. This seems to coincide with those spawning, and it's like so. We have this mesh effects thing. Oh yeah, I don't know whether or not the problem is the actual spamming or if it's something else, but that's just a symptom of something else that's wrong. The position of certain objects gets set to 0, and then everything goes haywire. We can get rid of the print here. Like, I know where the error happens, but like just have to rebuild once. It will, maybe it'll be a little bit faster for debugging reasons, but I don't know. Now it should spam the console less, but the results at the same rate, or the debugger at the same rate. There it goes. Debugger just like goes haywire. Like the beamer enemy doesn't really do anything. What if we turned off like the segment? We just disable that. So now it's not doing anything. So we're gonna see it spawn but not really have a body. Oh, I fell through the ground when that happened. But now we're not getting the error. Let's try a few times just to make sure. But isn't it weird that I fall through the ground when that happens? Why would that be a thing? Sure, let's just... It does have a collision shape. I mean, we can just remove everything. It'll be angry with me, but we can undo. Now I didn't fall through the ground, at least. Let's okay, now I didn't get pushed through the ground. What if... Because we did remove this and then it started pushing me into the ground, right? It's like afterwards too. That's so strange. So let's just see if it's consistent. This is the weirdest bug. exactly at like 5 seconds or something. Let's make a test to say, what if the spawns spawned 3 seconds later? Will this happen like at, I don't know. Yeah, see? It's somehow when the flower spawns, that's when I fall through the ground. But only... Man, this is very, very weird. I can say that. Hello, Spruce. What's up? I'm in agony here. Okay, so... I mean... Tries to do this. Could it be that there's an error and that causes some lag? So delete this, and we play. Spawns that, and then now I fall through the ground. And then it starts breaking down. This is so freaking weird. Okay, so now we're gonna do another thing. We're gonna not spawn any skulls. We're just gonna do like continue here for whatever reason. I'll show you. Maybe you can help out. And then like fall through. Even though we're not spawning anything, it is when the I just said say can't find point. So if we do this, we're gonna see at around like 6 seconds, we're gonna fall through the ground. Okay, at 5 seconds, we're falling through the ground. But not if we have... We gotta undo the changes here. Beamer enemy, discard changes. But not if beamer enemy... doesn't have this segment. Or only when it doesn't have that segment. Do this, and then it'll be like spawning that thing, and then I fall through, right? Quit. But if I undo that and have that thing and play, I don't fall through the ground. This is only half of the problem. The rest of the problem is that somehow I get like null or out of bounds values, nan values for positions of my skulls. And I don't know why. I thought it was something I did, but I'm starting to think that it is not my fault. So, could it be... Does it have anything to do with these, like the static bodies? Yeah, I don't know. It's like... Okay, let's play. It'll go in and say... Not have an issue. And then it starts spamming these errors. That something is infinite, and then something around that, which I've fixed, but it doesn't fix the original problem. But if I get rid of this one, does the beam do anything strange? Like, it does check if it hits like the player or something. But the weird thing is that this shit happens after, but it happens more likely when the spawner enemy spawns. That's what I'm thinking. Does it still happen if I like move my... Okay. Let's... I have a theory now. Let's see. At least, like, I have a half of a theory. But for some reason, if I remove this and I comment this out, we're gonna see ourselves fall down as we hit 5 seconds. So it's like, just as that thing spawns in this particular case when these are... It does say couldn't find point. Where is that coming from? Does that set for like 1 frame something to a weird... Yeah, it's at least it's consistent. I'll be right back. So what if it is? So it does happen there, and then there's this error here. That was something else. But like, Level Spawner uses an overlap thing to find a spawn position. And then it returns a random one. So for some reason this is strange. Let's always just do a random one. What will happen then? Let's have all of them. That still spawns over there, and I still fall down. Now it picked another point there. Okay. Okay, that wasn't really doing what I was hoping it would do. Okay. It is weird. That it wouldn't find a position using this, but it does that. That's not it. So what I'm thinking now is like, what if the level generator since the player is at what happens if I move slightly out of the center? I think the player is close to 0, 0. And something is like overlapping. That doesn't, and just pushes you into the ground or something. See? It's just like this is now disabled. It's extremely weird. I think we might be pushing up against a problem that's caused by us running jolt physics. Let's try without jolt physics, because we're running jolt physics on a non-supported version, so it did seem like it maybe would work. Let's see what happens. This is now not using jolt. And I'm not falling through the ground. And I'm gonna guess that the other problem. Let's again go and turn the beamer enemy stuff back. Beamer enemy, just discard changes. Yeah, we're not having the problem anymore. So this must be some weird thing where the it has a list of objects, and that list gets like shifted when you add something to it, and it loses order, or some ID is reused, or there's something like that that's causing this issue. Just for the sake of it, let's run a benchmark and see what we get. Got a bit of a... Got 131. Let's try switching back to... Jolt. Do the same thing. No. See significantly less stuttering with Jolt. I've got 300 FPS instead of 130. Now let's try... Is default and Godot physics the same? We'll see. Because it's... Either we'll have to go through the... I see significantly more stuttering here. At least on screen. 100. It's even worse this time. But yeah, I think we're seeing some bug. I don't know what to do about it. We could revert to an earlier version of the engine. I wonder if there's a way to... Yeah, I don't know. If we could have a minimal reproduction, maybe we could talk to some of the Jolt Physics maintainers and see if this is an actual error and see how it got like how this happened. So now I'm not falling through the floor. And now we go to beamer enemy and just delete this whole part and this. And then take this out. And then what if I also remove this? Does it still happen? Then it doesn't happen. What if we remove this and not the other? No. Okay, we still get this error then. So even removing that thing didn't solve anything. What if static bodies don't work if they're moving? I'm not winning, that's for sure. Not right now. So what if we do rigid bodies on these instead? But we call them freeze them. Why are you so angry with this? Rigid body static then, okay. But it is... Just gonna go ahead and remove these for no good reason. See what happens. It tries to push me somewhere, right? And then we get this error again. And now it starts lagging out. It didn't start lagging out. What is this? Did we find the culprit? No lag, no lag, no lag, no lag, no lag. Okay, okay, okay. Then we bring this back and we see, is there lag? Lag. And then we remove that thing again. And now, no lag, no lag, no lag. No lag. What? So let's undo a few more. Actually, let's just revert. Beamer gone. And we're gonna see lag now. And then we're gonna remove this particular static body. Now we're not gonna see any lag. And now we're gonna see it. Now we're gonna see lag. Lag. Or wait. Oh, I think we had some lag there. It was a little bit delayed this time. But it did happen. Now we delete it, and now we do play. No lag now, I think. Okay, let's it is possible that it is a combination of static body with a collision shape that's concave something. Because I think these are... No, these are also concave. Let's try another thing. Let's remove this and then we redo the... Simplified collision sibling. Nope. Static body. Is it like converting from an older thing? lag. Okay. You can see the camera jump up and down a little bit just as things start to become a problem. Does that not happen if I do this? Okay, now it definitely lags even with that thing. So we didn't solve anything. No bumping up and down, still lags. But if we get rid of all of the static bodies in here, no lag. Try a few times. Okay, no lag. How about if we never copy them? What I'm trying to figure out is if we can make like a reproduction problem for this. But I think it's not going to be that easy. It's still pretty. Okay, what if we do like make unique on this guy? Because that one is a skull, so it might be reusing the same collider as some other thing, maybe? What? I guess I tried two things this time. One being making that thing unique. Undo that. Hello, Mind Rage. and then lag. Okay, it was a little bit delayed, but it did lag. So this, let's just try again, make sure that it does lag twice in a row from not restarting. Does not touch anything. And it's gonna be around like 10 seconds. This time 8 seconds. That happens, and then we do like make unique on this guy. Now we're gonna see no lag. What if we now have that set up with the copies? No lag. What if we undo this? Just changing this out to an instanced thing. With the copies, does it have the issue? I'm gonna guess yes. Yes, it does. How about local to scene? Then that's not solving the issue. So this is not reasonable. So this must be a bug then. It can't be something I'm doing wrong. So as soon as we make unique, and then we don't have the errors on any of the things. What? Now we're gonna see lag, I assume. Yes. Okay, so this is like probably something I should try to make a bug report about, but it's really hard to see how it's Okay, so what if I record and send just a timestamp to one of the Godot Jolt so now we're gonna get lag, right? Yes, we get lag. This is what I'm thinking. Let's record a little clip, send it over to one of the Godot Jolt people, and see. And then I'll leave this. So check this out. I got this problem with Godot Jolt where I have something spawning at the same time as something else, sort of, and then everything lags out and gets nan position stuff. So first of all, the thing that happens, I spawn this thing over here, and then I spawn a bunch of things over here, and then it starts lagging like crazy, right? So I've tracked it down to this setup where collision shape inside of a static body inside of a thing that moves. If I make this one unique and I press play and I press play again and then we wait and we look at this, it's gonna start like doing the thing, and then these spawn and I don't get the error. And then if I undo that change, you can see shape there, and then we do like play, and we play again. Look over here, see the spawning, and then wait for those to spawn, and then it starts like within a couple of seconds starts, and then we do like make unique again, press play, try again. Now we're not gonna see any issues. So they're coming in. I mean, it does seem to be solving the issue. I don't know why, but that seems to be solving the issue. I think it's weird. Maybe it's worth looking into. Cool. So can I now take this and just find that timestamp in here? Should be very close to the end here. I mean, wow, the quality is not great. Does seem to be solving the issue. Again, now we're not gonna see any. Do like make unique again. Make this one unique. I spawn this thing over here. So I put you one of the Godot Jolts here, somewhere in here, and then I'll leave this. Copy. Oh, we can't do that until I've stopped the stream. So check this out. I got this problem with. Okay, I guess we can stop the stream and send it over, but I'll do that in a bit. But this is weird. But it does seem to solve the issue, so let's try playing the game for a bit and just see if we find any other similar issues, because it seems like it's likely likely that I will do the same error again. Hello, cat. uh, so Balrog is asking about resin 3D printers. I don't know. I haven't used mine in ages. In fact, I think it's a year and a half old resin that's in the vat right now. I just never use it. I should probably be just emptying that out. I find the resin printing being a bit too annoying. It's like, has too many... Oh! Fell through. Oh, not this time. Is that another one of those, like when you're having colliders? And then we get the lag again. So my guess is that there's going to be some relation somewhere to something. Maybe if we're having double the... Because it was when the spawners, the beamers came in, right? I don't remember if this one is unique or whatever. I think I used Microsoft's MSVC. Do you have any leads, Mindrage? It's definitely a possibility that I did something wrong when building it, because it's like not a supported version. The question is, can we try going back to regular old 4.2 and see if this still happens? Okay. But what if we went back to regular old 4.2, used the official thing with the exact same things, and just ignore the... it's gonna be a bit of an annoyance. Okay, so if we did 4.2 with the official Godot Jolt, we ignore the, or we hack out the post-processing, because that's not going to work. It's actually a little bit involved to actually just do that. Or so we didn't get any slowdown this time, even though those had spawned. Let's try one more run and then see if it happens. Oh, we can out jump. Okay, we're gonna get the freaking. There, fell through. And there is the lag again. Consistently. We're gonna get rid of this guy. And these guys, just for testing and see if it never happens. About a minute and a half or something. See, fell through again. It is possible that the things that you fall through are also static mesh colliders. But now at least that one spawns and we don't have any real like any real lag here. Just seems to be working pretty well. Ah, so now the other thing spawned, the big jellyfish looking thing. Now it actually really just crashed. A monk? What? It's happening when you have two of them, or when you spawn another thing that has this. Let's just double check. But this doesn't happen with the default physics engine. So I guess we have to play one more round here. Hey yo, Ninjas! Oh, but now that didn't work. I guess I can't even hit things. That's strange. Oh, I'm falling through even in... Even without Godot Jolt. Something is seriously messed up. Ah, sorry, cat. Yeah, things are not going that well. Balrog. So, yes. Let's talk about this for a second while I process in the back of my head what the heck I should be doing. So resin printing is cool because it's got high resolution. It's also like some things can be printed really fast because you can have like the only thing that matters is the height. The area doesn't matter, so that's cool. The smells and the potential health effects of having that thing like on your skin is really, really bad. It's sort of a hazard. That you have to buy like a shit ton of gloves. You also need like isopropyl alcohol. You need to clean shit. It is just not a great experience at all. So like, keep it somewhere else, not in your office like I do. And then it's also kind of prone to failure, and you don't know until quite a long, like you don't know if it's stuck to the plate until like 30 minutes into a print. And then even if it fails, you still have to like clean everything, especially if it fails, you gotta clean everything out, and it's just a big mess. But then, okay, let's say you actually did manage to finish something, and this is, I think I have like a 1 in 3 success rate or something like that. Yeah, I guess mine is a bit old too, so it's possible that they are just a lot better now. But for example, I try a couple of prints, and then I say, okay, I don't want to be in here while that is printing, so I close the door and go out. The temperature in the room raises by 1 degree, and then it fails midway through a print. You also have to think about like section 4. It's just like depending on what you want to do. Oh, also after printing, shit warps like crazy. Like there's a lot of things with resin that pushes me towards not wanting to play around with it too much. But let's say you did want to do it. Obviously you need to have something that's encased with like carbon filter and stuff like that. That's a good start. Then I have a washing cure station. I only use the cure part. The washing part, you just have a big vat of isopropyl alcohol that gets messy pretty quickly, and then you got to throw it out. But if you do, you can do it a bit more efficiently if you do. I have like a plastic vat that I have like what you call it, like bad stuff in there, hazardous stuff, with like a toothbrush. I got some isopropyl alcohol. I just wash it in there, and that seems to be working a little bit better for me. But I guess it's also a few years since, like, my stuff is a bit old as well. But yeah, those are some things to consider. So if you want to print like functional stuff, I just go with PLA and sanding for now. If you want to do like miniatures and stuff, then yeah, go ahead. Okay, so what do we do about this problem here? Practical stuff and toys. Yeah, I would go for Bambu Labs X1C. The game is not crashing, so wait, I gotta bring up my let's put in a beamer to here, 1 or whatever we had it at, and then we make sure we have none of that. And now The right, I think you want them as dry as possible. So what happens is, let's see if I don't remember which state we're in now. So at around now it should start being, should lag out, and it didn't. So I gotta go back in time a bit here. Beamer enemy, discard those. Try again. Yeah. Now, what? We're not getting the we're, oh yeah, right. It's so many different, because the lag doesn't happen. With the normal engine, but some of the fall through the floor does happen with a normal engine, which makes me curious. Okay, so we do that and then we restart. Now we're going to see at 8 seconds it's going to lag. It didn't. Damn it. So why? My reproduction. What? My reproduction steps doesn't work anymore. What's going on? What have I changed? What am I missing here? I have it on camera, but for some reason now it doesn't do it. Let's restart after we have. There. No, just doesn't do it anymore. I'm going crazy. It is on Jolt Physics. Settings are correct. This one is set up to be the exact same seed, none other random. And our beamer enemy scene does have the static bodies with these colliders on them, and kidding me? Now we don't have the issue. Wonder if it is something like if we need to resave this to make it rebuild or something. Just do something like that, because it might have a cached version of. There we go. Now we have the error. So it was probably something that was cached. Now you can see it's super duper laggy, and that comes from, we have this issue of something, it thinks it is like infinite number, which comes from something getting moved. by something that's been divided by 0 or something like that. So the solution to this is to take this guy, make it unique, and then we don't get the error. See? We're not getting hit by the beats? Apparently not. Okay. There we got the lag again though. Which I don't understand what is causing it. In that case, then it might be the other static bodies with colliders on them. It sort of uses it's like a reference variable instead of copy by. It just uses a reference to the thing. Around here it started being annoying. Okay, now it doesn't happen. Okay, can we try again just to make sure? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if it actually just starts happening if we do, instead of a beamer, we do a tri-skull here. Because it's gonna spawn over there. Doesn't seem to have the same effect, no. What if we did 2 beamers instead? These no longer seems to have the problem. Okay, so close down this, undo the changes to beamer, boot it up again, play, touch nothing. Now I hope we're gonna see the lag. It's possible that we won't actually, because it hasn't like rebuilt the prefab like it should. So now we're going and do a minor change on our thing here. Just so it rebuilds it. And now I expect it to lag out. Now. But it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I don't to understand. Okay, there is the lag at least. Okay. So now we quit, and then we try again and see if it happens at 18 seconds. I don't think it matters which position I have. No lag. There it is, 22 seconds. Which I don't know what it would be connected to. Okay, so no, we have seen it before. Let's say 30 seconds 2 times in a row. Now we just rip out all of our static bodies here. And then we try again. No, I know what I think it's simply the... you see me passing through something here? I think I know what the cause of the slowdown is. It's just that I don't know what is causing that. Now we played for 20 seconds or a little bit over. Yeah, no lag. So what happens is that for some reason, I think something happens with the physics engine where like the player's position gets weird for one frame, and then all of the skulls that follow the player get weird for a bit, and then that causes a huge cascade of errors that fill up the console quite a lot, and that the console filling up is the actual thing that's slow, or is it the actual assert that gets slow for some reason? I don't know. So it is finicky to reproduce. Potentially, yeah, because regarding it happening in debug. Potentially it just happens in debug. Haven't tried. Here we go. Now we have the slowdown already at 14 seconds. And I don't know. I think so, malicious. But I am not running 4.3 vanilla either. I'm using like a weird Frankenstein version. I did rebuild Jolt physics as well. I want to see the there we go. So now we know that happens here. Let's create a branch. Borked. And we're just gonna commit all this so we know. Bjork. Like that. Nice. Now we know the state. So now we can close this down. Let's start using, first of all, we're gonna get rid of this version of Godot Jolt. Hopefully that was hard. There we go, gone. Now we're gonna use 4.2, I think I have it in here somewhere. Stable. We're gonna open up the project. We're gonna install hopefully we don't have all the stuff in here. Then we're gonna go plugins, yeah, none of that. And then we're gonna do asset lib. We're gonna do Godot Jolt, download, install, save and restart. Don't think it automatically restarts, so like that. And then I think if we go physics, it's set to Jolt. Good. Now I assume we're not gonna be able to play because it's missing compositor effects and stuff. However, if we don't, wherever this is used, doesn't seem. Yep. You can go wish list. So how am I gonna rip this out quickly? If I never use it, it should be fine, but I use it in somewhere. Is it in rendering manager? Not really. I guess if we just delete it, we'll see. We got copy and quantize. Oh, they're in scripts. Rendering. Let's get rid of those. Same name as the last game. So here we want, it wants to do quantize compositor. Then we're gonna have some issues with this if we don't do that. Can that be all that's needed? I don't think so. Okay, boot up now. Let's do it. Okay, so here's the game. Exactly the same as before. It's gonna lag a bit the first few times because it doesn't have all the disregard the first run here because you can also see that it isn't lagging like crazy now, at least. So it's definitely something that happens between versions here. Dev name. Oh, that's an interesting thought. I haven't thought about that you can't like navigate to Cuddle Monster from the developer. I wanted it to be our names, but it probably makes sense to go from, because here you can't find the other games. Okay, I probably should change that. Good thought, Null Pointer. I'll fix that. But So 4.2 doesn't seem to have the same issues, at least. So we know it's probably something I'm doing really badly. If it weren't for the post effects, then we could have lived with this 4.2. Yeah, I'll have to think about what I want to do with this. But I think it's the end of the stream now, at least. So I'm going to drop you off somewhere. And we'll see exactly what happens tomorrow. If I take another day off or if I work on this. We'll see. Lots of yeah, the effect kind of does something. I don't know. 69 viewers. I'll drop you off at Jackie's.
Exactly. This was
Anyway,
so fun.
thank you for hanging out, sharing
There
my
are so many people
agony,
watching the planets,
my
and making me a little
angst,
scared.
and all that stuff. Please wishlist the game. Just gonna drop that there for
Okay.
ease of copying and paste it over in also in
Trying to see
YouTube land.
where
Not that anyone will notice, but anyway.
we're managing
So yeah.
the rotation.
Hugs and kisses, peeps.
Oh,
Be
that's what we're
nice,
using.
and we'll see each other soon. Bye.
What? Where the heck is the rotation being handled?